Hey, don't listen to their foolishness. Listen to mine. It's Joey Reynolds with the Reynolds rap. These glasses, they're deceiving. It makes you can hide behind something. Everybody always has some sort of a costume or a masquerade. But I'll tell you, the worst thing of all that I see is online today for sale is the panties from the royal wedding. Somebody was saying that these are the panties that what's her name wore. No, not the Queen. No, not Elton John. These are worn by Meghan. They say. I don't know. This is like Queen Victoria's secret. I thought it was a facial mask. If you have a cold, put this on like that, or a burqa. I didn't know what it was. Or a slingshot. I can't imagine. Why would you bother if you're going to wear this for underwear? Hundreds of dollars are spent on this stuff. And then the other thing is that you have a lot of money to spend on perfume so that you smell nice. I think rich people smell better. For some reason, I don't know. Even dogs sniff. They know where the money is. They know where the food is, that's for sure. I have a different take on life because, I look at life probably a little bit more, I would say I'm off a little. And I don't live on the dark side, but I do have gray matter, and a lot of people just are either black or white. I'm not talking about their racial color. I'm talking about the way they think, either black or white. And now that I'm speaking of that, I think we got to get on to the seniors. I mentioned this before, and we got to drive this one home. Look at television. You see everybody is all so beautiful and so pretty, and they got Botox, and they have all of these things to look cosmetic. And even, I don't want to mention names, but there's a lot of people that are trying to be younger and look beautiful, and they won't let people be natural and look like we really look in life. God invented and created human beings, not invented, but co-created. And also dogs. Did you ever see a dog with a facelift? Can you can you imagine? A Saint Bernard? Or what's the one that they got, the bulldog, right? Can you imagine they have a Botox like that on a bulldog? In the animal world, they don't bother trying to hide who they are. They're showing off who they are, and they pound their chest if they're a gorilla. Did I tell you that I am a naturalist? I'm an older guy, but I belong in a place where there are young people, because old people, they just want to sit there and for some reason they want to molt and talk about the past all the time. I don't want to talk about the future either, because I don't know where that is. But I do know that I'm in the moment, and I love being in the moment. I know right now what we need to do is get our minds off of all this politics. That's my general philosophy for now, because I think that we have spent too much time sticking our nose in everybody else's business. And you know what they say is that where there's a will, there's a relative, but they also say that if you point a finger at someone, there's three pointing back at yourself. I've said that before on the air here. But when you have a different kind of a show like I want to do on the air, I just want to get on the air and have some fun. I think these late night guys, I think something happened where they have straddled the corporations and the business people who have put them in place. And they are mostly business people. They're not entertainment people, because you could tell. Entertainment people have fun. We laugh and we have a good time. We don't get up on stage, take an award, and talk about something we don't like in life or something that should change. You don't use that occasion. Use that occasion to laugh. I don't know if I told you, my sister gave her friend $10,000 for some facial work, and she hasn't been able to find her. Think about it. Anyway, I'm busy right now. And I'm putting a movie together at the Hop with hopefully Michael Imperioli and Stephen Van Zandt, and directed by John Leonetti, famous director, just finishing a film with Stanley Tucci. And I got John Madera and myself are producing this film, along with his friends who are doing other things like writing the scripts and doing the music. But we're putting the thing together and making it go so that it probably will be on Netflix, because they have a good reputation until we get there. We'll fix that. But it's the history of rock and roll. with acting and also with kids. You know, I mean, somebody said, why don't you have Jerry Blavin on? I said, Jerry Blavin's a 70-year-old disc jockey. What, are you going to have him on as a guy who's dancing on American Bandstand? Not now. Or me. I mean, you know, we're not going to do that. We did this already. It's someone's turn. You young people that are watching the show, and the Ed Sullivan Show, you young folks, this is a great opportunity for you to come and be in our film, too, because we're going to need to hire people who are young and enthusiastic and have talent. And it's not on America's Got Talent, which is an amateur show. This is a really big, sincere project. See that those shows on television, those amateur shows, they don't pay anybody. This is a way of a network to have a show without paying any entertainers, except for those clowns that are the judges. That's a whole nother deal. Don't get me going. They remind me of the movie Dumbo, where these crows are sitting on a fence and making fun of the elephant with big ears who flies. So I don't like that. I want to have some fun. Don't you? Aren't you tired of all this crap on television right now? So I'm going to go back on the air and get this done, because nobody else is doing it right now. I think they're afraid to put it on the air because they think they'll get fired if it doesn't work. And the only thing that's going to work is what I'm talking about, because this is what we want to do as a culture. Plus that, where's that? Do I have my underwear here? Get serious, come on. And XM too. Let a smile be your umbrella, but don't get a mouthful of rain. It's a Reynolds wrap.